Hello there. Now, as promised, I said I was going to do what's in my bag review as I kind of clean my bag out and get it set more for the mirrorless camera. Previously, it was set up for containing a DSLR camera, which is a much bigger, much heavier camera, and I've now made a ton of space in there for any future items I need or any extras that I need to carry with me in the field. I thought while I was doing it, I'd take the opportunity to make a kind of a what's in my bag review, just for those of you who are curious what I actually carry with me when out in the field. The first main thing is the thing you're sat on at the moment, which is the tripod. I'll put a bit of video up to show you the items a bit closer, but I use a newer LT35, which is about 5 foot tall, extremely lightweight and packs down really compact. I lost my old tripod when my gear was stolen a couple of years ago, so that went along with my old bag. But I did have a copy of the bag, so I'm using the same bag as I used 2 years ago anyway. And right now the phone's sat on my tripod, but I generally use this tripod for my photography because it's really sturdy. It's made of carbon fibre. It's nice and solid. Also looks nice too. The first main item would probably be my bag. It's quite a big bag. This is the Toxic Valkyrie. It's got a lot of storage compartments. It's really handy, and as you can see, I've set the inside up a lot better for carrying a mirrorless camera. I do have a couple of accessories in here that are for the drone when I get it. I don't currently have the drone yet, but it is on its way. Now the Toxic Valkyrie bag, it comes in green, blue or black. It has a nice patterning on the outside, and there are a number of them. I think I got the biggest one, which I think is 35 litres. I will put something up if I'm wrong. So a lot of storage compartments in there, and it does hold a lot of stuff. Now getting onto the stuff, you'd be surprised how much I carry that doesn't so much have to do with photography, but has more to do with comfort. Let's start with this. This is something I've recently started carrying. This is my technology chair. That's because I spend a lot of time sat out in the field waiting for a photograph, and I got that because it's really lightweight. It's less than a kilo. It expands out, folds up, and it's really easy to carry. One of these days you will see them in the videos, so stay tuned for that. Now I do also carry this. It's like a gardener's kneeling pad. You might wonder why a photographer wants one of those. The simple fact of the matter is, when I'm photographing waterfalls or in rocky environments, I may need to kneel down to take a photograph and get low down, and quite frankly, I'm not getting any younger and it does start hurting the knees, so that comes in really handy to kneel on and to get those images. Moving on to the next items that are at hand, I have my torches. I always carry these torches with me, whether it's doing photography or whether I'm out in the with my camping gear. These torches get transferred to the different bags, but they kind of speak for themselves. If you're in dark environments or you're doing photography at night or anything like that, you need a torch. It's just a practical item to carry with you. The next items that are just little trinkets really is the mosquito net, shutter remote, some lens cloths, and the camera's neck strap. Now I prefer to use a generic neck strap because I don't want to advertise that I've got an expensive camera. I know it's only Sony a7R III, but the thieves aren't going to care. They're just going to see the expansive band. So even if I expand it in the future to an a7R5, whatever, I'm still going to use a generic strap because it keeps its visual profile down. Another two items that I always carry with me mosquito repellent, and this is it's a type of afterbite. It's a cream to roll on a bite to actually stop it itching or to soothe it. So far I haven't had to use it on myself, but if I take my daughter somewhere, it does tend to get some use then. I always keep that well stocked up. I also have this item here, which is basically a rain jacket for the camera. The camera doesn't really need it, but I'd rather have it and not need it than end up in a downpour. Well, I think you get the picture there. Another item that I've got within reach, these photography gloves. I always carry these with me because they're lightweight, they don't take much room in the bag, they're comfortable, and they are warm, especially if you're photographing in winter. These are designed specifically for photography. They've got grip. I don't know if you can see, but they've got a bit of a grip on the outside of the palm, so you can actually grip your camera better. And the fingertips and the thumb are designed in such a way that you can feel your controls. So they're real proper photographer's cameras, those are. Next item I always carry with me is full frame sensor cleaning swabs. Now I do have about 10 of these in the bag. I don't see the point in showing you them all, but basically, if you get dust on your sensor, you can just clean the sensor off with that. Now, power banks and spare batteries. I don't tend to carry spare batteries as much as I carry power banks. These are 50,000 milliamp hour batteries. I can charge my camera, my phone, drone, all sorts for days with those. I always carry 2 in my photography bag. If I'm going on a longer trip, then I'd carry 4 of them. I did have to renew them when I lost my old ones, so I upgraded the milliamp hourage. Speaking of something that needs charging a lot, this is what you normally see me through. This is my vlogging camera. This is the DJI Osmo Action 4. The image stabilization on this is phenomenal, and the sound quality through the mic is also exceptional. Now this foam that you can see on top, it's basically a wind slayer, which means I can use this out in the field even when it's raining. It does cut down a lot of the wind noise. That's what you normally see me filming on. Right now I'm filming on the phone, but I'm inside, so it doesn't really matter. Now another couple of items. The Lee 10-stop filter. This is quite a big stop filter for photography. It cuts out a lot of light and means you can get really long exposures. I don't use that so much because I don't do much long exposure photography, but again, it's an item that I'd rather have in my bag and not need it. Bringing me on to the filters that I do use a lot, which are these two. This is my Nisi filter system. That is the polarizing filter that normally goes on the front. This clips on to that, and that's a 4-stop ND filter. Enabled me to bring exposures down and to well, you know what the polarizing filter does. That cuts out glare from the rocks and any reflective surfaces. It also enhances some colors as well. That's the Nisi landscape polarizing filter that I've got on there. Another item that I do carry with me a lot. Now sometimes the filter rings do get stuck on the lenses, or even when I'm actually changing the filter ring size, they do get stuck. So I carry this with me. It's a multi-tool. It's only a simple, cheap multi-tool off Amazon. I think it only cost about £9. It's not going to do anything major. It does have a few other functions as well, a knife, a bottle opener for when I want to open beer or anything like that. Got a few functions on it, but it is mostly for that, the pliers, so that I can change filter rings and so forth. Now, in my bag, I do also have some Allen keys for the tripod, should I need them. The next item, this is my ultra-wide-angle lens. Now, I've debated whether to go down the route of having the 16-35, or if the 18mm is more than enough. So I bought the 18mm because it was cheaper, and I'll see how I get on with it. Over the course of time, I may decide to get the 16-35 anyway, and well, we'll see what happens there. That brings me on to the final item, which is the Sony A7R3. This is the camera. It's got the Tamron 28-200mm, and that's my camera of choice at the moment. Whether that gets upgraded in the future or not, we'll see. But for now, I'm really happy to have that camera. I'm really happy to be back into a camera. The only major change that's going to happen over the next few weeks or few months is that I'm going to possibly add a drone, possibly the Mavic Mini 3, to my kit. But in the meantime, that's my kit. It's really been stripped back. It's a lot lighter, and I think the only thing I haven't shown you is the hat. But you've seen that enough anyway. But for now, it's time for me to get all that gear back in the bag. I finally tidied the bag up, and hopefully you've enjoyed this brief look into hopefully you've enjoyed this brief look into my kit and what I carry with me. Next week, hopefully, there'll be a proper landscape video, and we'll get back out in the field and get some of this tested. And I may or may not at that point have decided to buy the drone anyway, so we'll see what happens. In the meantime, thank you for sitting through this video. I hope it's been insightful for you. Hope you're enjoying 2026 so far. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.